Nikai. It seems like we were talking to you the last couple of years. You're just kind of the young guy. There's a lot of older guys around you. Now you're one of these veteran guys on defense. Do you feel like that? And are you kind of taking more ownership, knowing that the younger guys are now looking at you being one of the leaders?
For sure. I always felt like since a kid I was always going to be somebody that somebody could ask questions and look up to, even as a freshman. But now knowing that younger guys are coming in, just being the guy that somebody can rely on, ask questions, even if they didn't get it from a coach's perspective, just getting it from more as a player perspective.
What did you learn from Coach Williams, Coach Reed, especially Coach Reed who's come in previously? What kind of things have they been able to kind of stress to you guys during the spring?
Really more technique. Coach Reed is more of a younger coach, so just having that juice and energy and talking crazy, talking to the offense, you feel me? Because it all brings competition at the end of the day, so we all want to compete to get better.
Nikai, speaking of competition, obviously the past season, playing a bunch of Big 12 backs that are generally big guys, you stepped in and had to help get in the trenches there. I know they talk about DBs making their bread trying to do in coverage, but how much of a badge of honor, how much better have you developed tackling running backs this past season, and how will it help you in the upcoming season?
I feel like I developed a lot more. I was kind of smaller, so my main focus after the season was putting on more weight. So I added like 10 more pounds, so just feeling stronger going against other backs. And then of course we got one of the best backs in the country on our team, so going against him every day, it kind of brings the juice.
How would you describe the changes in the defensive schemes that you've seen so far?
I think we're going a lot more physical, and we're going to be getting after the quarterback and the running backs a lot more, sending different kind of pressures and styles.
You talked about growing as a leader. You have a lot of guys from your area on your team that are younger than you. Are they guys that looked up to you throughout their high school career, and does that make it easier to lead them now?
Yeah, I feel like just me being a senior and them in high school, them being the younger guys, I always had an influence on them. So coming to college and just being able to play for my hometown and them still being in high school, I was able to gravitate to them, just showing that we can do it. We are here. We can play for our hometown and provide and produce.
You shifted last year from nickel corner to safety. So when you look back at last season, what do you kind of evaluate when you look at your own tape, and what are some things you want to try to improve upon as you get ready for another year?
I feel like definitely knowing all the positions definitely helped me in a way. Just adjustments and being able to be like that quarterback in the secondary and getting everybody on the right page. So I kind of influenced some the younger guys to just don't focus on one position. Because if somebody go down in this position and you don't know it, you lost your opportunity. So just trying to get everybody to figure out every position and just don't be one.
Nikai, what's the thing you'd like to see this defense improve the most on this year?
Of course, stopping the run is the big emphasis, and I think the different packages, the pressures that we're going, I don't feel like it's going to really be a problem. But just all abiding in one group and having that focus.
I mean, I know you can't give us the playbook and all that other stuff, but what kind of stuff has the coaching changes and all that brought to kind of give you a different mentality to attack that particular aspect?
A lot of hot coverages, so a lot of all-out blitzes and cover nines and different type of variations, and just to mess with the quarterback head, really, honestly. Disguising, and I feel like we're going to get a lot of turnovers and we're going to stop the run.
And I asked you questions earlier about tackling Big 12 backs and things of that sort. Seeing a big guy like KJ back there breaking out in practice and all that, what is that something that can help guys develop from the DB perspective?
Oh yeah, of course. KJ is a big dude. Honestly, no matter what position you play, he looked like a tight end back there. So we haven't really been able to tackle, honestly. So when the scrimmage occurred, coach said that QBs will be live one scrimmage. So just being able to get used to tackling him is going to help with running backs, receivers, tight ends.
And likewise with RJ, like we talked about him too being a good back. He's obviously got speed and agility. Not that he's a small dude, but how much has RJ helped you get better?
Always, every day in practice, just him. We know he's getting the ball, and we know he's a great back. So you got to really own in the tackling him, open field and in the hole. Because even when you think you have a tackle, a guy like RJ can still make something happen and break. So just being focused.
And who's somebody you're practicing against that's impressed you so far here?
Practice against?
Yeah.
I'll probably say RJ, Kobe Hudson before he left. More freshmen, just everybody honestly just coming together. being
So you're impressed with the group as a whole, right, coming in?
As a whole, everybody.
There's a lot of transfers that came in on your side, especially in that back seven. What have they brought? Has any of those guys, I mean, are you noticing their experience?
Oh, yeah,
Who's kind of stood out to you?
For
as far as
sure,
transfers?
Tennessee and Threat also. They very experienced guys that come with the juice, good tacklers. So just having them and the guys that already been here come together and be one, I think it's gonna be very special.
You talked about your off season getting bigger was more of your priority. You have a new strength coach, and Coach Kinsey. How has he helped you in that?
I think he helped a lot for the whole team, just owning on and taking care of your body and little things that we probably didn't know that we needed. Just him owning on to that speed work and agility, just everything, honestly.
Does that lift your confidence up? Or?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's all I got.